Boundaries for me, it's not what you think that it is. It's not me recognizing that someone might be talking shit. It's not acknowledging when someone rolls their eyes. It's not a person in higher power trying to jeopardize my job that I work really hard to do. Although these are boundaries that I should recognize personally for me, I don't always have the time or the bandwidth to put in that energy. Because energy to me has so much more worth and validity. So no, I'm not always going to stop and ask you what it is you were saying while I walked by. I will continue in my mind to see that sometimes small minds talk about people, and yeah, maybe that's me. So unless you are talking good, and the good that you have seen, which to me would require someone coming up and actually praising. But no, I'm not going to waste my time on the minuscule because I only have so much time and energy to give out to humans. No tit for tat. It just happens that I've been through more scenarios in life than I could have ever imagined seeing with my very own eyes. So I recognize the moments it seems important, while others internally make me realize I just have bigger fish to fry. So while you consider a smaller scale of boundaries, I'm the one who knows what I've gone through in life that lead to reactions, responses, or the non-responses, to the point where I know that not many in life will continue to walk around every day smiling and wanting to see the best in people like me. But believe me, I am one seasoned being. This is not my first rodeo in life. I've made it through and out from some of the most tumultuous times. So I now ensure that I won't simply relate to the next person who shows some interest in me just because we can relate to each other based on our experiences with toxic people. At the end of the day, who hasn't personally been hurt, let down, attacked mentally or emotionally? But there is more to life than the trauma that we have seen, and I'm ready to live a life that complements my youth and put my energy into things that I find crucial. Have people truly get to know me. And that's if I have the time to put in and that energy. And I want to be able to carry conversation that includes hopes and dreams, even if they are the most far-fetched ideas within reality. Boundaries is not simply the feeling like some high school party. I can easily put on blinders. I can walk past and through people while knowing what is truly right beside. Even if it gives me a sense of anxiety, I push through. That's boundaries. So it might also represent this imaginary line that we put in our own way, like a doggy who wears an electric collar, but for human beings, it's approaching the hard times and the things that we avoid in life. The dog hears the sound of the zap before he gets too close to that electric collar and fence you see. But for the person it's running through that fence, even if it zaps your emotions and hurts physically, like a ring of fire, having to go through those hard times, it's no way to walk around it or just get over it. You have to find yourself under it in due time. You're not going to be there understanding, and I don't mean understanding, because this is an understanding this time. Imagine us walking around with a wooden cage over our body, really around our head, with just our arms and the remainder of our torso free. This imaginary cage keeps you in like this parakeet. You are too afraid because you got a splinter once or twice when you reached outside your cage for your hopes and dreams. Now you're too afraid to try again, it seems. You keep seeing things that remind you of situations that you face regularly every day, unless you healed your reality for your time. Your body will just respond physically. You'll feel something, you'll see something, you'll smell something. Next thing you know, you feel like you have this sense of anxiety, you're shaking, your mind feels racy, or you disassociate for some time. You might snap at the person next to you and you don't even know why. So release that cage that keeps you inside for who and what you want to be, because it's important to stand up for yourself and set that personal boundary of what you're going to accept in your life. It defeats the purpose if you only do so in your yard, in your inner circle, your personal space, your cage. You're basically on the front line, setting a tone within a prison wall, too afraid to escape. No Shawshank of a redemption, building the tunnel to get to the light on the other side, you see. Boundaries is getting past what you have avoided, like ignoring it as a compromise to not face what you have seen. Throwing up that red flag of surrender when that's not an option to live freely. It's no feeling free inside. You're going to feel closed off with a sense of anxiety that you need to confront, or else you'll just use your vices that we are aware of instead of doing so mindfully. Feeling and healing like an addict, trying not to continue the pattern that drowns out the sorrows, trying not to pick up the bad habits that you use to avoid reality. I won't simply explain this to just anybody, like I'm trying to cover up the very truth of the word boundaries, and I wouldn't assume, and neither should you. So don't white knuckle your reality. Have people that you know will vouch for you because you know you have a good integrity. And don't cage in your own life. Do what you want because you're in your because I said so phase, like our parents said in the 90s. Be that grown-ass human who, not the one who feels that sense of jealousy towards others in life because they have what I want. Forget that. Take your own responsibility. And know that life is ever changing and you have to cross through the discomfort sometimes in order to reach. And you have to drop the chains of the cage that are around you, even though it's imaginary. Sometimes it appears so defined that people stay doing the same old, too afraid to make adjustments in their lives. And it won't be me. Whether it's brings discomfort to others, that's not my healing journey. I've been on my own healing journey for years in life. One doesn't ever truly feel like it ends, but tweaks with age as I grow to learn and accept more over time. So no matter those character traits in me, whether it's goofy, smart, sexual, owning whatever I know I am within me, they are mine. And none of it is wrong. Just different from the energy others carry inside, which is exactly why we are all unique. So accept your own quirks, your past, your present, your future, while you are living. I'm not living to die. I'm living to live every day and more mindfully. I want to honor my inner standing and not deny because I'm too afraid of what others in society think. We all have thoughts. So what? You think of me. And are these based on words you have heard, thoughts from others, or actual conversations you've had from me? Just make sure that the judgments you seek are true, truly your own, and not coerced from other people or perspectives, but yours truly. Or else I'm just going to assume you lead your life believing everything you hear, like the news spews, is 100% accuracy. So don't ask around, ask you. Ask the right people if you need guidance, or ask the source you're talking to. Use questions as boundaries. Fact check before you go around like the gossip police. Or some chatty Cathy. Boundaries for me has many meanings, but today It's honoring and owning the person I am today and not anyone else's thoughts or feelings. I love you.